The TT is on the horizon, and as usual, demand for bed spaces will more than outstrip supply. There is one solution to the problem, and that's Homestay. And with Ian Ross, you provide the Homestay service, don't
Yes,
you? What does that involve for you?
Well, we started it about 18 months ago, 2 years ago basically was the first time I'd done it. And it was done out of something to do, boredom if you like. I'd retired and was twiddling my thumbs, so I thought I'd try this. And it was filled up very quickly the first time, completely filled. And the first set of guests I got were 3 professors, all in their 60s, riding their big motorbikes. But they were very interesting. Professor of nuclear engineering, professor of mechanical engineering, can't remember what the other one was. But they were very interesting. And since then we've had guests from different parts of the world. And each time they tell you about their lives, and it's quite interesting to watch the whole thing and to listen to them. Passes the time beautifully for 2 or 3 weeks altogether.
So you're providing a valuable service.
Well,
obviously. What do you get?
Well, I get sufficient money to pay my central heating bills for the year for a start, and most of my phone bills. So, and it's easy to do. You don't have to give them a cooked breakfast. They don't even ask for it. I give them a very good continental breakfast, and they have their own separate accommodation, which I'm sure you've seen. And they stay there. And they go out in the morning and they come back in the evening, and we have a real good gossip discussing the day and what's happened and so on, who did what. And that's really all that happens. It works very well.
So you'd recommend it to people?
Oh, well, if you want to have a bit of fun and get a little bit of additional income, I think it's a great idea. And there's a company in Douglas called Regency Travel who actually operate for me. And they probably do it for everybody, I think. And they're screaming out for people. The thing is, if anybody else wants to do this, I suggest to contact Regency Travel. There's a dreaded fella in there called Tony Lawrence, but he would help. He's not bad at all, really. He's bald-headed but pleasant.
And do you have an interest in the TT yourself? Are you into the bikes?
Well, I lived in the Isle of Man before for nearly 15 years in the 70s and 80s. And of course I'd go and watch the TT. But I had a fish farm at St. John's. And of course when it was TT week, people would come and fish. So I tended to have to be there a lot of the time. But I would skip off when I got the chance and watch the racing. I was a motorcyclist myself in my youth when I couldn't afford a car. And I'm amazed at these characters running down at up to 200 miles an hour in narrow roads, and the amount of money they get is a pittance in comparison to the racing drivers of Formula One. And yet the Formula One guys are all padded suits and protected courses and all the rest of it. These guys are, mind you, I think they're local at times, but there we are.
And have you got people booked in already then for this year?
I'm fully booked for this year and for the Classic in September. Fully booked. And I've even got a booking for 2017, which is 2 years away by some Italian people. So there we are.